Okay.
Welcome to www.liberianmail.net, and this video is intended to be sent to the government of the Republic of Liberia, the legislature, the Honorable Vice President, Cabinet Ministers, public operations, and the people of Liberia. And it has to do with the question that I have for the government and the institutions of Liberia. Has to do with the presence of China in the Republic of Liberia. And that question is, what is China doing in Liberia? Is China's presence in Liberia to create jobs or to take away jobs from the people, the indigenous people of Liberia? And the reason why I ask the question is because of what China is engaging into doing right now in Liberia. As far as we know, we are coming out of war, 14 years of civil war, and it is about time to rebuild the life of ordinary Liberians. So the presence of any country into Liberia has to be for the benefit of the Liberian people. So China is seen as an investor. So if China is an investor, if China is an investor to Liberia, then it means that China's presence must be geared towards wholly and surely creating jobs in Liberia and for Liberians. So, because it will define the law of an investor at this time, that what Liberia needs is Liberia needs a country or an investor that will not do anything that will take away jobs from ordinary Liberians. Any investor that is going to be to Liberia is going to be an investor whose activities is going to create jobs that will add onto what Liberians are already doing, or jobs that Liberians already have. So in Liberia, I don't know if the government is aware of or has statistics onto how many people are doing certain kinds of business that maybe the government may not know that it is a business that is helping parents and mothers and the women of Liberia to be able to send their children to school. Specifically, I'm concerned, to just hit the nail on the head, about China involvement in the establishment of restaurants in the street corners of Liberia. Why is China creating restaurants in the street corners of Liberia? Is that the kind of investor that we need in Liberia? How many jobs is Chinese taking over the Quabo business in Liberia? How many jobs is China going to create by taking over the core water business in Liberia? How many jobs is China going to create by engaging in the retail business of Liberia? This is my question I have for you, for the government and the people of Liberia, that you need to think about seriously. Somebody must stand up for the people. China's role must be defined in Liberia. I'm very much aware that you are aware that China has a population of 1.4 billion people. China is looking for jobs for the citizens of China, as it is the responsibility of any government. It is the responsibility of any government to see the welfare of her people, to create jobs for her people. So whatever China is doing, it is not like China loves Liberia so much, and so they are just there to just give billions and billions of dollars to Liberia. No. Somebody has to be there to stand up and make sure that China role is defined in Liberia. As far as we know, that China have signed a contract in Liberia to take away the iron ore from bomb mines. So that is in the interest of China. As equally, it must be in the interest of Liberia. So if it is in the interest of Liberia, that means Liberians must have a direct benefit. When I say Liberians, I'm not just talking about the government level. I'm talking about the indigenous people of Liberia. I'm talking about the people of Bon County. I'm talking about the people of Sino, the people of Lufa County, the people of Grand Jide. What is the direct benefit as a result of depleting the iron ore and the resources of Liberia by all investors? What is that doing for the people of Liberia? Do you know how many women have been able to send their children to school just simply by selling kobo in Liberia? Is the government aware? Is somebody in Liberia looking out for the poor people, for the women who don't have degrees, but yet they go out soon in the morning, they cook their food, and they sell it in the street corners. People buy them, and they use the money to send their children to high schools because the government does not provide incentive for people going to school in Liberia. Do the government of Liberia know how many women rise up in the morning, cook their kobo, carry on the street, and sell the food, and send their children to universities, to high schools, to colleges? Does the government of Liberia know how many women in Liberia are living, are paying their bills, are paying their house rent, are sending themselves to hospitals just by selling kobo? Does the government of Liberia know the danger of allowing Chinese to build restaurants in every street corners of Liberia? Do you know the danger? Do you know that if you allow China, the population of China is 1.4 billion, as I have said. Do you know that China can easily bring 7 million Chinese into Liberia, and they will take over the country of Liberia? Do you know that China is capable of going to every village in Liberia, and they will establish restaurants, they will do cold water business, they will take over our land, they will create farms? Do you know that if China is not limited to what it can do in Liberia, do you know that China is capable of taking the entire country into a farmland, whereas every Liberian will become a farmer or become an employee of Chinese? Do you know that Chinese do not have a good record of creating jobs when it comes to restaurants? Go to the Chinese restaurants. If you have your son, your brother, your sister in other countries, ask them, let them go to Chinese restaurants and see how many foreigners, how many foreign people are working in Chinese restaurants. China does not have the history of creating jobs through restaurant business. Liberians cannot compete with China. China is one of the biggest investors because China has money to invest to get more money. Okay, so my concern here is, if China is allowed, there are Liberians in Liberia right now that are doing the retail business, that travel to China every month to go and buy from the Republic of China. Republic of China means South Korea, Japan, Taiwan, and you name it. So if you allow China to get engaged in the retail business, do you know how many business people are going to be out of business? So we are coming to the end of this video, and I want to answer this question. Stop China for engaging into retail business. Stop China for engaging into the restaurant business. Stop China for engaging into cold water business. Certain business must be stopped. Protect the country of Liberia. You hear me, and I tell you, stop, and I want you to reply to this question. All Liberians must rise up and kick against China's engagement into businesses that will take away jobs from ordinary Liberians. China must be there to add jobs, not to take away jobs. China engaging into restaurants will take away jobs from ordinary Liberians. Stop. 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 Stop.